You're watching Two Button Crew.
The daily show for Nintendo fans.
I'm Scott.
And I'm Simeon.
Simeon, nice to see you here today.
Nice to see you.
You know what? E3 is coming up.
Woo!
And it's like Christmas time for gamers.
Yes.
We've each come here with 12 predictions, totaling a bingo card, and we're going to try to get a bingo come E3.
Yes.
I predict that there will be new Super Smash Bros. Downloadable content announced at E3.
And stuff that we don't know about at all.
Right.
Okay. In past E3s, especially last year, we have seen the Nintendo higher-ups not only just present their games, but also face each other in combat. And so I am predicting that Reggie will combat somebody else and attempt to destroy them.
Yeah, he's kind of a confrontational guy. I'm sorry for being a little safe here, but we're gonna get a big Star Fox info dump. Big time. We'll get a release date, that kind of stuff.
I think that it's safe to say that at some point they're going to talk about a new Mario game that's coming out.
I think that on their press conference day, they will announce a eShop game that will be available for download at that moment.
Sakurai is at some point going to do something weird with his hands where he goes like this or just does some... He always does something weird with his hands. So I'm going to say that there's going to be some video of him doing something weird with his hands.
It's said that Mr. Sakurai, creator of Smash Bros., can play against himself a GameCube controller in each hand. Does that count as something weird?
Maybe. We'll have to talk about that one. It depends on whether it's between us getting a bingo or not.
Okay. We have yet to see a game that utilizes two gamepads at the same time, and I think our first one is going to be announced at E3 this year.
They're going to announce a game that contains Wii U or 3DS in the title.
Now, a common mispronunciation from our friend Iwata is multiplayer. He just cannot seem to say it. He can't get all the vowels out. My best stab at it is multiplier.
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 At some point, Iwata is going to say the words "up next."
All right, that's about as safe as it gets.
Yes.
We're gonna have that one dialed in.
I sure hope so.
Okay, man, this is me wishing. So.
Oh my goodness, me too.
I predict there will be a new Metroid game.
I so hope so.
Wii U, 3DS, retail, downloadable. I don't care. Phone app. They said they're not going to be talking about phone apps, but I'll take what I can get when it comes to Metroid at this point.
Yeah, Bill, he translates for Miyamoto. Last time I saw him on a stream or what are those called? Nintendo Direct. Last time I saw him on a Nintendo Direct, it looked like he didn't want to be there, and he had this really awkward, I really don't want to be here smile. And so I predict that we will see that same smile this E3.
I think it's about time for there to be one universal Nintendo Network ID app that ties in your identity, your purchases history, your reward system, replacing Club Nintendo, as well as like your achievements and stuff. So I'm imagining like a hub place where you can see everything you've bought, everything you've done, everything you have yet to do, what you can get for doing the surveys and tasks and stuff like that. It's time to tie it all together so I can stop buying the same virtual console titles for every system.
Yes, and I think that Nintendo has been heading toward that.
Yeah.
So my next prediction is that we're going to hear some more details on the partnership between Nintendo and Universal, whether they're going to talk about rides or they're going to say something about it. They're going to talk about that this E3.
That'd be amazing. You know, a little Nintendo 64 game, Super Mario 64? Maybe they'll bring it back in HD.
They could. It would look pretty.
They've been doing some high definition re-releases, kind of remaster games, and maybe this is the new Mario game they announced. There's lots of people in the current generation that haven't played Super Mario 64, and it's also been one of the most popular in the series. Lots of people ask for Nintendo to create a Mario game along the same vein as Super Mario 64.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe a remaster is on the way.
They're going to show in a short clip an M-rated game from a third-party developer. I don't think we're going to see any M-rated games from Nintendo. It could happen.
I'm just going to say kind of a blanket statement. There's going to be a big Pokemon reveal. I think it's about time for like a Pokemon overhaul somehow. I don't know if it's going to be like the first big console Pokemon game, or if it's going to be Pokemon going amiibo, which would be an insane cash cow for Nintendo.
Oh my goodness, they would make so much money.
Or if it's going to be like a Pokemon Snap sequel. But there's going to be a big Pokemon reveal at E3.
This year at E3, Nintendo are finally going to confirm Ryu and Roy as Smash Bros. DLC characters, because we've seen the rumors of, oh, you know, there's sound bites, but I think that Nintendo is finally going to come forward and say, rumors are true, they're here, and everyone's going to go, ah!
Man, I'd be pretty happy with that. And I wish that that's what would be like available that day. That'd be cool. I doubt it, because Luke is coming out 2 days earlier. But,
yeah, probably not.
But that'd be cool. I might be crazy for this one, but I think Nintendo is actually warming up a little bit to the Virtual Boy being part of their past. And I say that because they actually showed Virtual Boy in their press conference announcement video. It was just like a montage of Reggie training, and he was playing a Virtual Boy.
That's right.
So they're not completely ignoring it or pretending that they never made it anymore. So what I'm saying is there might be Virtual Boy 3D classic titles for the 3DS.
They are going to talk about a new Pikmin game. We haven't seen one for a little while. Last time they started out E3, not last E3, but they started out E3 showing Pikmin carrying Miyamoto stuff in. So, yeah. But it's been a while, so I think new Pikmin game is coming our way.
Miyamoto loves those Pikmin too. He always has like a plush in his jacket something. Yeah. I think that there's going to be some new lines of Amiibo announced, and I'm predicting that they'll either be budget or deluxe Amiibos. So when I say deluxe, I mean like $20 or $25 like larger figurines or something. They do like gold and silver Mario, which are rare, but all of the Amiibo are rare.
Yeah.
And all they're doing by making a limited release is not making as much money as if they put out a full release, because everybody's going to buy each of those figurines.
Yes.
So I think they'll start doing more expensive figurines because they get snatched up as it is, and it's a good financial opportunity for them. Then I also think there might be budget Amiibo, like cards, that will come out for people that only want to spend a couple dollars on each one, but still want the experience. So budget and deluxe.
Even though Nintendo has said that they're not going to talk about the next generation, I think that it's about time that they talk about the future.
My last one, then Simeon will have his last one, is that there will be a new Rhythm Heaven game. And pretty sure there's one like floating around out there in Japan right now. So we're going to have an announcement on it being localized, or it'll be they're going to lie and sneak in their phone apps, because Rhythm Heaven would make a really good phone game too.
And I agree. I think that they are going to talk about Nintendo Land too. At least I hope they do. When they first showed Nintendo Land at E3, like I was super excited for it, but it was like really they did a really poor job of showing it, honestly.
Yeah.
And so I really hope that they make a sequel, because the game was a blast. I still like playing that game.
I know what you mean. Like they spent like the last 15 minutes of the conference when it was announced going like in depth on the nuances of the Luigi's Haunted Mansion one. And it's like, we're gonna get all that same gameplay information from people going to try it at the game. So like I like it when Nintendo reserves most of their time for like announcements, and not like the nitty-gritty details of the game. So yeah, that'd be super cool to have a sequel, maybe even like an expansion. They could do DLC on it, so yeah,
maybe we'll count that.
It's more attractions. So we're gonna see. We're gonna eagerly await Nintendo's E3 press conference. We're gonna be marking these off as we go, and we'll see if we get a bingo. Put your predictions in the comments. Let us know what you think Nintendo's going to be doing this year at E3. And thank you for being part of the crew.
Don't forget to subscribe, to like, and to comment.